Hello, my name is 1911, and today I have a very special video. So, I told you in the last video that I got my new gun, KWC 1911, and I've had the 6mm for a while now. So, let's see. So what I didn't tell you was I was going to make a complete takedown of every single 1911 I have. That includes another 1911, and here's where I have a discretion. Discretion advised. This is an actual 1911 in 45 ACP. It has been cleared. Here's the magazine. I will show you there is no ammunition in the magazine, and there's no ammunition in the gun. These guns have been completely cleared by me and my father. I am handling safe weapons. So, we are going to be taking down all three of these 1911s. This one, and of course this one as well. And I'm going to show you some of the ways that they're similar and some of the ways that they're different. So, without further ado, let's take down the 6mm version first. And this is your typical 6mm 1911. Magazine is plastic magazine. Get that out of the way. And then, okay. So I am going to pull back the slide, hold it with my thumb, push the pin through, pull the pin out. That's going to release this. Now, it's not going to fall forward due to the fact that this is cocked internally. So what I'm going to have to do is actually pull the trigger. That's going to release the slide. Now, from here, there's nothing else you could possibly do with this except just look at it and say, wow, that's cool. This isn't made to be taken down fully. It obviously can be taken down part way, but not all the way. Just if you want to look at the slide or something like that. But yeah, that's that gun. And, okay. So, next gun is the Colt that I just got. Colt KWC. Magazine's right here, metal mag, CO2 goes in there, and BBs go in there. Okay, so what we're going to do with this one is we are going to do that, and right at that little gap right there, you can see it right there, it's going to push right on out, I believe. Come on. It's hard to do this. It's going to push right out. There we go. I had to do that myself. And now this one actually comes apart like this. There's the slide, and there's the bottom. Okay, and again, you can take this down. You can take the lower down. I'm choosing not to. Okay, now from here, this takes down like this actually doesn't take down fully like a 1911, but it takes down pretty similar. So first we release this spring. This is a pretty long spring. Then we take this piece out that was holding in the spring. Then we take the front out, we twist it to, so we twist it to the left, it pops on out, there's that, and there's a spring in that too. Then the barrel comes out nicely, like so. It needs to be cleaned. Okay, I'll clean that in a little bit. But yeah, there's the slide mechanism and all that. These are universal. These slide mechanisms are universal. So, yeah. And then it's just reverse order. We take the barrel and put it back in. we then put in this piece that's holding in this big spring. We put this spring in. Oops, I know it's not the same order that I took it out, but it doesn't fully have to be. And then that spring goes in there like that. Then we take this spring, put it back into the barrel, and then we go in from the right and do that again. Okay, then that the upper slide is now all put back together, and then we slide it on like so, and we put the pin back in, line that up, we slide that back in. Okay, there's that done. That's my new one. Now, I'm going to put both of these two aside for the actual 1911. This, I'm gonna really quick, before I even start to handle this, I'm gonna say a big thanks to my father for actually letting me do this. He knows I love actual guns, and he knows I love 1911's. He made this possible, and I'm really appreciative. Without him, I wouldn't be able to do cool stuff like this. And he supports my entire channel, so yeah. I just wanted to say thanks, Dad, for letting me do this. And okay, here comes me disassembling your 1911. Hopefully, I can put it back together. Okay, so first things first, cock the hammer back so that this can move freely. Also, this is a lot tougher to slide back than my KWC one, due to the fact that, well, I'll show you in a minute. This is really easy. I can do it with 2 fingers. Yeah, it's smooth like butter. This is not like that, due to the fact that you saw the spring that it took to actually rack the slide back. This is a much bigger spring, because it's firing a much bigger projectile. So it has to have that spring power. Okay, so we're going to cock this back, and first things first, we're going to put this on safety. Then we're going to come up here. Now this is where these two guns are different. This doesn't unload from the top to begin with. This has to, because there's a lot of spring pressure right here. And if you actually do take apart this gun with the spring tension, and if you take it apart like the KWC one, the spring will fly back out at you. So I do not suggest doing that. So we then press down, slide this to the side, and I'm actually putting a lot of pressure on this thing due to the fact that that's actually really hard to press down. This has a lot of spring power. Now take this off safety, and now the slide is loose, and that piece will come off. It's the first piece to come off. Now, just like the other 1911's, this pin comes right out. That's the second piece. Then we're able to take apart this. Now, the hammer is going to be cocked back. Let that fall forward. Did not dry fire that. I did not. Okay, so next we're going to take the spring out for that. That's the spring I was warning you about. And you're going to take that piece out. That looks familiar, doesn't it? And then finally, you're going to take the barrel out. There's the barrel. Okay, so that's the inside. And these are all, and I love the 1911 due to the fact that it's so simple. It is just such a simple gun. Okay, I'm going to really quick take this apart again, just to show you the difference in certain pieces. So this is what I really wanted to compare. I really wanted to compare these two due to the fact that they're very, very interesting. Okay. Keep these pieces separate because they look very similar, and yet they are not. So, let's not get those mixed up. Okay. This is for the actual 1911. This is for my 1911. Okay. There's that. And there's this. Okay. So, first I'm going to start with the slides. Slides. There's this one. There's your front and rear sight. And over here is your front and rear sight. Two different types of sights. I like the KWC sights better, just due to the fact that they're more tactical sights. But overall, that doesn't matter. This is made out of nice steel, hardened steel. The insides don't look too different, other than the mechanical part in here with the KWC 1911. They're basically the same make and model. Actually, I bet. Yeah, look at that. This barrel fits perfectly in here. If this was not in the way, if the BB part was not in the way, this would fit almost perfect. The actual 1911 barrel would fit basically perfect. Okay, now speaking of barrels, let's talk about those. This one has slides over here. Over here. Okay, so the barrels are much different. Let's go over here. So this is part of the repeater. That's part of the actual barrel itself. Other than that, this barrel is chrome. The other one is not, and also this one has a serial number, Colt 45 Auto. Actually, that's not a serial number, but that's the caliber on the barrel itself. This thing is dirty. Dad, you need to clean this. Then, yeah. But as you can see, they tried to go for the same design here. At the top, there are those grooves right there. At the top, the only difference is this is replaced with this. Yep. Pretty simple. Okay. Then, the rest, honestly, there's not much of a difference. I mean, the springs, I'll explain something to you. These springs, oh my gosh. The actual spring for a gun is so much more powerful than a KWC. I can do this with a KWC. I cannot do that with this. I can try, but I can't do it. This spring tension is so much more than the KWC, and only due to the fact that the actual 1911 is shooting a 45 auto round. And that's the big round, so it needs a lot of more power to cycle the actual slide. So yeah, there's that. Other than that, the parts are basically the exact same. Now let's look at the lowers. The lowers are actually different, which is actually interesting, seeing as they're basically the same gun. Now, this is something interesting. Obviously, you have the, oh, that'll stay on its own, thank you. You have the hammers, that are different, but it's also the backstrap. This is the A1 model. So, this back is on the A1 instead of the actual Colt 1911. They're the exact same brand, by the way, which I like. Obviously, the triggers are different. This one has skeletonized trigger. That does not. Skeletonized hammer. This one does not. The Series 80 is not a tactical 1911 like you see sometimes these days. It's just your basic standard 1911. So, yeah. And then also, I might test it really quick on the other side though. It's said that the KWC 1911's are compatible with 1911 grips. Hold on. We're testing this. And I'm pretty sure that's true. I am pretty sure that's true. So let me take off this grip right here. KWC 1911. It looks to be the same, honestly. And I love the 1911 because you can customize the grips, all that. Let's take these screws out of here. Take that grip off, nice and like that. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I mean, still. Okay, I actually need the actual actual screwdriver grip on here, just so. Yeah, there it is. Okay. First time I think I've ever taken these grips off my dad's 1911. Pretty big moment for this guy. Okay. That's pretty nice. Trying to scratch the gun. I just want to see, are these compatible? So let's take that off. Oh yeah, that needs to be cleaned 100%. Dad, you need to clean your gun. I just want to see. I think it is. Oh my god. So if I put these screws in there. Actually, no, I have to put the other screws in there. I just really quick want to see if these are absolutely compatible. One, Dad, you need to clean your gun and your grips. Is that not? Oh. Okay, that's different. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's not try and break these. Yeah, and these are your standard 1911 grips on here. So these 1911 grips are not compatible, but I'm pretty sure if you buy 1911 grips off Amazon or wherever, they will be compatible with the KWC 1911's. I just really quick wanted to test that. And also, Dad, you need to clean your guns and their grips. I'm trying to tell you how to handle your gun, but still, yuck. But yeah, those grips are nice. And actually, the grips on the KWC 1911, I don't really like, just due to the fact they're not grippy enough for me. Let me really quick put that in. Screw the one in. Yeah, I was just trying to play doctor with some of these. Okay, so now that we have that settled, I'm also gonna have to screw these in. So yeah, give me a second. God bless him. Okay, that's tight. And then one more screw. That's tight. Okay, so now that our 1911s are fixed and we know that their grips aren't compatible, we're going to put these guys back together. So we're going to start with the KWC 1911 due to the fact that it's so easy. It's so much easier. So that's right, the lower has nothing to do with this. Yay. Let's do that. It's all lined up. Cool. Put that back in there. Nope. Should see how fast it takes me to do this sometime. Okay, got that. Okay. Okay, there's that. Okay. Then put that in there. Oh, that way. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. In there. Cool. Now we just assemble this like normal. Oops. Okay. That was strange. Huh. Well, it's back to normal. Okay, so now the actual 1911 is a little bit harder. Let me say. So, everything has to be perfect for this guy. And just think of the 1911 as a OCD gun. Not a person with OCD using this gun. Just an OCD gun in general. The gun itself is OCD. So I want to have it this way instead of that. But sometimes that can't be the case. So, now down. Now we put new. Now, I give you the spectacle here. Oh my gosh, it works. Okay, that works. Okay. Now, that in there. Okay, now the barrel is set. Okay, now for the hardest part. This thing is going to be a pain. That is not on correctly. Hold on. I did something wrong. Let's be careful with this. Yeah, I knew something was off. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Now it's locking up. Okay. So I did that wrong at first. Now I know my mistake. Now, we put this back in. Or that little pain in the butt. Yeah. We now have to put this on. Oh, and this is gonna be hard. There it goes. Come on, get it. Okay. Didn't break on me. Congratulations, Adam. You know how to take apart a 1911 actual one. Okay, so I've wasted enough of your guys' time. again, I ask, again, I say, this has been quite an opportunity for me to, one, show my skill, and two, appreciate my loving parent for allowing me to do this video with his 1911. I really appreciate it when I can do these things. I mean, this was great. We learned some things, hopefully, and yeah, I enjoyed doing this. I hope you enjoyed as well. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.